Lights, camera, action!
Let me tell y'all right now, I am truly enjoying the silence. No neighbor above me thumping and bumping around. No workers renovating or tearing stuff out of the walls. It's not even like any dogs outside barking or Amazon delivery people like blasting music in their trucks. It's just like, right now, silence. And it is so beautiful. It is golden. You know, I've often joked that I am Melvin Udall, Jack Nicholson's character from the movie As Good as It Gets. I'm a writer, and I get so angry when my flow is interrupted, when my concentration is broken, because some jackass decides they want to make some unnecessary noise.
Last, she was able to define love. Love was...
Mr. Udall, I'd like to speak to you, please.
Love was...
Are you in there?
Son of a bitch! Yes! Do you realize that I work at home?
No, I wasn't aware.
Well, I work all the time. So never, never interrupt me, okay? Don't knock. Not on this door. Not for any reason.
I'm going to tell y'all what I have really come to realize this week is that ever since I've moved to California, I've never really had any kind of peace. Like, no matter where I've lived. I've moved around so many times since living out here. And in every place that I've moved, I've never been able to really have any kind of peace in my own, like, apartment, in my own living situation. And I think that is just absolutely crazy. And I know there are going to be some people in the comments, because in other videos, you know, where I've talked about things like neighbor noise or like whatever, you know, I've had folks in the comments, they're just like, oh, apartment living must not be for you. You must have never lived around other people. And it's just like, no, I have. But I don't know. There's really just something about California. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I've always kind of attributed like this to like people being in their own worlds out here, not really kind of like interacting with each other, like not taking it into account like how their actions can mess with somebody else, affect somebody else, you know? So people are just selfish and unaware, right? But it's not just like neighbor noise, you know what I'm saying? It's not just that. Like, for instance, this week, it was a short work week. Monday was a holiday. Being a Virgo, you know, I was already like, all right, this is what I want to do this week, you know, do this on Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, I'm going to rest. I'm going to take the day to rest. I might try to get in a little extra writing, but Monday is a day that I'm just going to just chill out because I don't have anything to do. And unfortunately, on Monday, the holiday, the guys that have been renovating the building or whatever, well, they're ready to work on my apartment. That's just like, I already knew that they wanted to come in here, like whatever, because they had to like replace like the pipes in the kitchen and in the bathroom. And the thing is, sure, you know, I wouldn't mind, you know, you guys come, you know, I'm gonna be in here working anyway, so whatever. Like that noise, it wouldn't bother me, right? But it was the fact that I hadn't planned on doing anything that Monday. Certainly didn't plan on like having my day interrupted by, you know, the guys working on the building. So when they were just like, yeah, you know, we got to get started today, and not just, you know, get started on Monday, but get started early. I'm already, the way my life schedule is set up, I already sleep late because I'm just up late. I work late and I stay up, you know, at night. So, you know, you got these guys like coming to the apartment, and I'm barely operating. I'm, you know, operating off of like 3 hours sleep. It's just like, as you can guess, they're here, they've started. Yeah. I had the day off. I wanted to rest today. Today is a holiday, and I really wanted to just rest today. 6 more hours to go. Today. Because they will be back tomorrow. And the day after. And I think the day after. So I might as well update y'all on the queries, since I've got, a little quiet going on right now, relatively speaking. And the update is nobody has responded. I sent out about 45 queries, and yeah, no response. Then again, we are just coming off the weekend, and today is a holiday, so maybe folks aren't working. But I also did see, on social media, some people talking about, hearing from producers or, people getting back to them over the over the weekend. I saw one person, they were super excited that somebody got back to them. And they were just like, I didn't even think that, anyone was working, this late on a Sunday. So there are people who are clearly working and whatever. Maybe none of the people that I queried are working, though. Maybe they'll get back to the office tomorrow. Or maybe, my romantic comedy that takes place during All-Star Weekend doesn't have the appeal that I thought it did. Hey. Is what it is. Is what it is, fam. And so it's just been disruptive the entire week. They came in, they ripped out the old pipes, put in the new one, they patched everything up. They still have to come back next week to paint over the areas that they patched up. So I've got a bit of a reprieve today. They don't even know when they'll be back next week. I'm just look, you've already disrupted my week this week. And I also have other shit planned next week. I postponed and rearranged and rescheduled shit. Y'all have to tell me something. So yeah. Today they didn't come because, they've wrapped everything up, so they didn't come today. And it's good because I had a meeting with my manager. Actually had my review. I got a 2. 2 is very good. 2 is very strong. I got a very strong. One day I'll get a 1. 1 is outstanding, but I got a rating of very strong. Anyway, I had my meeting with my manager, and I explained everything to her. I was just like, look, I'm taking this Monday off. She was just like, oh God, yeah. She's just like, I totally understand. Mental health and rest is important. You didn't get your 3-day weekend, so if you want to take off, please go ahead. So this weekend I will be sleeping in on Monday. We'll be resting, chilling. But I say all this to say, this is what really kind of made me realize. It's just like I said, it's not just noisy, inconsiderate, or aloof neighbors. It's just life in general out here. Your home is supposed to feel like your sanctuary. And I just feel like I get no peace in my home, no matter where I live. When I lived in Corona, my next door neighbor was a rapper. A for real rapper. Not one of these bedroom rappers who wants to try to, whatever. No, the man has a decent Spotify following, and, he gets it in. He makes his his music and gets placement in movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So I can appreciate, no, this is this man's actual career, he's doing it. But, his living room was his recording studio. Stuff like that. Or my first place out here, which was a roommate situation, which I will never ever do again. But my roommate was unemployed. I was unemployed. I was looking for work. But my roommate's friends would come over early in the morning to play Fortnite. The only reason I know what Fortnite is because these guys would come over at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning to play Fortnite and smoke weed all day. It's look, I get it, but nah, we can't be having this. Not every fucking day. And when I left that situation, I ended up in 2205. You guys don't know what 2205 is? I will put a little card up in the corner. I had to endure that shit for about, I would say, 6 months. That shit was the worst. Talk about having no peace in your living situation. So yeah, it's weird out here. It's weird. I've said it before, but the vibe out here is just weird. California is not for me, y'all. It really isn't. It really isn't. I don't know. We'll see what happens, what I do. But yeah, that's the realization that I've come to is I've got no peace, really, in the almost 7 years that I've been here. I think that's a major contributor to how I'm feeling about things.